Joining us today on Primetime Local News is Amber Lachaume. Amber is with Habitat for Humanity, the VP of Sustainability and Impact. Amber, thank you for joining me today.
Well, thank you, Stacey. It's a pleasure to be here.
Well, we have some very exciting news to talk about today. The Habitat for Humanity program has been around for many, many years, so most people know about it. But as of now, there are 2 homes available in Lloydminster and 1 in Vermilion. So let's talk about how people could qualify to possibly live in, we'll specifically speak about the Lloydminster homes, but how do people qualify for those homes?
Yeah, Habitat is very unique in that it's an affordable home ownership program. And most people, although they might be aware of Habitat, they might not be aware that this is home ownership and that it is a affordable way for families and individuals to get into the home ownership market at an affordable rate. And so families that qualify are Canadian citizens or permanent residents that generally make between 45, have a household income of 45 to $75,000 a year, and there's a little bit of flex room on both sides of that. They need to have a willingness and an ability to volunteer 500 hours in the community and the ability to qualify for a mortgage. Now, what makes Habitat's program affordable is that it's actually 2 mortgages on the home. One is for 50% of the home is through our lending partner at a below market rate interest, and the other 50% is held by Habitat for 20 years at 0%. And so, without needing a down payment, the family only has to qualify based on 50% of the market value of the home. And so it makes it possible for families in the income bracket to qualify for a mortgage.
Now, normally, or not, I guess a lot of cases, people are actually building the home that they're going to live in, but these houses already exist. So when they have to put in the community time or the sweat equity, would that be then within another Habitat project, or can it be for another charitable organization?
It would be for another charitable organization or another organization in the community. Because we don't have as much build activity in Lloydminster, our homeowner services department will work with the qualified family to find ways that they can make meaningful contributions in the community at large. And this can be done through a number of ways. It might be done ways that people are already volunteering, coaching their kids' soccer team, or volunteering at their children's school. We are just looking for that commitment back to community service. And so we work with the families to find a way that's realistic and reasonable for them to contribute those hours.
So if there is a family or several families, I guess, that are interested in applying for these homes, how do they go about doing that? And is there a deadline for the Lloydminster homes?
There isn't a deadline. It's basically open until we find the right families for these homes, and that's for all of our homes that become available on the market. We suggest the first place for people to go if they're interested in learning more and making an initial application is to visit our website at hfh.org, and that they'll be able to see the listing of the homes available, all the information, photos of homes that are on the market right now, and they can do the first step in applying to become homeowners.
This is such a rewarding program because it's a lot of times it's people who just don't ever think they would be in a position to be in a home, but obviously because these homes are already built, you've had tenants that have been in there, made themselves financially better, and have been able to move on. So is that the goal, that you get somebody in one of these houses and then they try to improve themselves to a place where they then move on to the next stage of their life?
Absolutely. It's very unique in that these are buyback homes. And so Habitat for Humanity Edmonton makes a commitment to the families that when they're ready to move on and take the equity that they've built through home ownership onto new life goals, be it a home on the open market or funding their children's college education, we buy the home back from them, we refurbish it, and then it goes to still serve a new family. And so that way, the homes that we're building are serving for many generations and for many, many years and are staying in the affordable housing pool.
Well, Amber, once again, just before I let you go here, can you repeat how people can get information on these homes in Lloydminster and Vermilion?
Absolutely. We would just encourage them to visit hfh.org, and most of all the information is there. And if they have further questions, then they'll be able to find contact information to reach out and learn more.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, Amber.
Thank you, Stacey. It's been a pleasure.